Hello, 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 YouTube. Welcome, welcome. Receiving content. Hello. So here we are. Brand new theme from Hursty. Evidently, this was originally in a track mode theme, and he ported it over to EmulationStation. So now you can run it in EmulationStation. So, for example, here's some collections here. SNES. Go in. Video snaps. And looking good. What's up, everyone? Now, there's a few comic book themes for, it said you do want to do the VRAM setup here, so let's go ahead and do that. 140. All right. SG-1000, Super Famicom, 32X. We got a RetroPie Zap. And it's kind of got that really bright comic book coloring. It doesn't have something set up for the power switch, which is fine. Ports, pixel. Look at that nice desktop background. PC Engine, and you can see in the upper left there it says for Hursty 2017. Drew, Grand Salute, Picas, 321 My Destiny. What's up, Virtual Man 007? How'd you get your hands on that so fast? It's who you know. What's up, Country Clears? What's up, 321 My Destiny? What's up, Baron's Lumber? What's up, Will Allen? What's up, Jason? Neo Geo Pocket Color. Nice little metal slug artwork there. Neo Geo Pocket. Pac-Man. Nintendo. SNK Classics. Very nice. A lot of high res. N64. Gotta love that 007. Zelda. I think the bottom right corner is like Super Mario Galaxies or whatever, but whatever. It's Bowser. It's a newer one. MSX2, MSX, Mega Drive, also known as Genesis, Master System, nice Sonic references, Game Boy Color, some Paper Mario, Game Boy Advanced, some Wario, Game Boy, Game Gear, Family Disk System. Will it support PSP Minis and Scum VM? Well, let's check. Dreamcast, Crazy Taxi, Commodore 64, Atari 2600, Arcade. Last Played, really cool to see that. See, I've been playing some Addams Family. And all games. I'm running this on Where Dirty Gaming Smoked Swineapple image. Collections, you have NES Mini and SNES Mini. But this, if you have those on the main screen here, those would work as well. And then you have your collections like Mega Man, Donkey Kong, Castlevania, Cody. They even have a Steam. Wow, you made the Steam one. Virtual Boy, TurboGrafx 16, and then back to SNES. Now, I wanted to do this video not only showcasing this new theme, but also showing you the difference. So there's Comic Crazy, which is, this is recently, it's not even out yet. And then there's the comic book. Most of you know the comic book theme. I believe Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles guy is the author of this one. So I'm going to show you all three of the comic book themes. This one I just showed you is not available yet, but I imagine it'll be available sometime early next week. So as you can see, here is the regular comic book theme. I would say this is the most popular one out of the three. You guys have all seen this before if you've been around the community at all. It does support video snaps, and there you go. I mean, Atari's not a very good example of this, but like Dreamcast, for example, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, oh, no video snap. Man, these are some bad examples. Let's go to some N64, 007, The World Is Not Enough. You get the video snap, nice and big, perfectly fitting, and you got the comic book background. You got some really cool fonts. You get up to 15 games or so per screen. Neo Geo, Nintendo, and as long as Instant is on, it transfers between the screens a lot. Like I said, this is super popular. This one right here. I mean, I bet you at least 25% of people out there have this image pre-installed. So this is the classic comic book. This one is available now. It's called Comic Book. The one I was just showing off was Comic Crazy, if you missed it. And then here is the third one, which is Retro Rama. And I know this isn't called the comic book theme, but it is, in my opinion, very comic book like. So I think if you're going for that classic comic book look, you would want to choose between these three. Now, again, the first one I showed, not available yet. So as of now, if you're on your Pi, your two choices are Phil's Doodles comic book theme, or Retro Rama, or comic book by Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But as you can see, these are all very different. I would say the biggest difference is on the main menus here. Phil's Doodles is a complete screen, right? It is going side to side, but it's a full screen. There's no horizontal bar there in the middle. When you actually go into the game itself, video snaps are a little smaller, different rating system, has a controller, has more of a used paper look, less of like a really flashy comic book look. And I love this one as well. You get the Spider-Man hand there, and as you go between your systems, you know, it looks like this. Really nice stuff. So really nice. And again, this is as I go between systems. It's a full screen. So back to the other one that you could get, which is comic book. You'll notice that this one has a horizontal bar on it. So, and then it's just the typical kind of EmulationStation background that filters through. So you get the actual name and then the backgrounds change, but you still have that horizontal bar. Now, Phil's Doodles does tell you how many games are available. It's just in the bottom right corner there. And then the new one, as you see here, the new one is Comic Crazy, is actually a vertical scroll. And a lot of the new themes are vertical scroll. The Showcase theme, Phil's Out of This World theme, and there's a bunch of others. See how the systems actually go up and down. So it's more of a track mode looking theme. I mean, when you think about it, it's fairly simple theme. Comic Crazy stays the same, and he's just changing the actual artwork there. But I mean, that's what a lot of themes are doing. They're just changing out really small things. But the thing is, the look is consistent. It does look like a comic book. The font is very fun and friendly and big. When you go to this font here, you have huge font, very comic book-esque as far as the actual font in the meta description and the title. Oh, that's really loud. So there you go. Now, there is no matching bezels to this, but I would say Phil's Doodles, which are on the Swine Apple image, do match really well. So this is the new, so let's go ahead and launch a game. Let's do, for example, Metal Slugs 3. This is the new theme, but it's going to have the Swine Apple loading screen and the Swine Apple bezels. Are fonts easy to change? I'm not sure. I've never kind of gone in there and done it. I bet you once you have access to the actual, I think it's a Photoshop thing or in the script thing. So it might be in like the XML file. So maybe not. Oh, this is the ETA Prime bezel. Shout out to ETA. I wonder if Drew Talks has a bezel. Probably not. Virtual Man, I'm looking forward to checking out your new image. Hello, Death Row. How's it going? Oh, there we go. So as you see, it's got a comic book theme, but it's also got kind of a comic book bezel as well. So it kind of completes them, which is really nice. Ooh, don't play with fire. Boom. Kill these crabs. There we go. Machine gun. Alright, so you get the point. You get the bezels as well. Really nice stuff there. Whoops. Didn't want to launch that, but I think I did. So let's just do Neo Geo Pocket Color, see the bezel really quick. You see here it says Hursty 2018 there up the top. So I'm just installing these themes on top of the Swine Apple image. There you go, Neo Geo Pocket Color. Kind of keeps the comic book theme going with the bezels as well. So here you go. You can play Metal Slug for the Neo Geo Pocket, which I don't think I've ever gone through. Yeah, it's a little oh, machine gun and a key. It's color though, guys, right? It's better than no color. It's funny because I know exactly what's going on. Ooh. Very interesting. Oh, these are landmines. Okay, cool enough. Cool stuff, cool stuff. Is this already out or is it coming out? This is coming out, not out yet. So Donkey Kong, very nice. The only font that didn't have one was the power. And I mean, nobody really, the Word Did Gaming's the only guys that has a power menu item. All the other menu items are just fine. Game collections, custom game collections. I think they're all selected. We don't have hacks. That's it. I don't think this image has hacks though. Maybe it does. It's gonna take a second to load this. Yeah, it's coming soon. So I just showed you all three. I think the majority of people, let's see if there's a hack, are going to be running the original one. Again, with all these coming from Hursty, you're going to want to run them. Here we go, Metal Slug, Street Fighter, all games. Oh, I guess it doesn't have. Yeah, there's no hack, so it's not showing up. With all these, you do want to go to other settings and set your VRAM to 140 here. All right, guys? So when you do finally get this theme, go to 140. In order to get the theme, for those of you that when it eventually does come out, what you're going to do is just go to RetroPie. Go ahead and update your RetroPie script. So you just go, where's RetroPie? There we go, RetroPie. You go over here. Eventually you'll go to EmulationStation Themes, but you do need to go to RetroPie Setup. Go ahead and update your script. I like to run a basic update as well. Just make sure everything's updated. This is taking a second to load. So you just go in here and then update RetroPie script. And then I just do a basic install to get it all up to date. And then you would go into here, into EmulationStation Themes. And as I mentioned, you can get 2 of the 3 of these right now. If you have an updated RetroPie, you would have 3 of these available, 2 of these available to you right now. So I'm just going into themes really quick here. And if you have a keyboard hooked up, you can scroll through this much faster. This is a keyboard, and then this is my game controller pressing down really, really fast. If you hold down your game controller, it doesn't work. If you hold down your up key, though, or your down key, oh, that's over, down key, you can really get in here and go nuts. So we're up to 80 themes. Card Crazy's out, Merry Xmas is out, Retroroid, Green Delicious. So I've done videos on all these, Synthwave, a lot of people like that. But as far as the comic book themes, you have the Teenage Mutant Turtle guy making the comic book. See, I have it installed here. You also make a 4:3 resolution, a 4:3 with wheel art, and a special edition with wheel art. So you have different resolutions, different setups you can run on the comic book theme. And then Phil's Doodles is the one that made Retro Rama, which is there. So what you guys are probably interested in is number 62 or number 52. Those are the 2 I showed you. And then this third one will probably pop up as 80. It'll come from Retro Hursty 69, and it's going to be called Comic Crazy. Okay? You would just, you do need to be hooked up to the Wi-Fi or plugged into the LAN port. I recommend the LAN port because it is much faster. Again, these 3, this is Comic Crazy. There's Comic Book, which is this one, which is available now. And then I'll show you Retro Rama. All really cool. I know a lot of you love comic books, so this is a beautiful, beautiful image to show off to your friends or have for yourself. As I mentioned, this one is a horizontal scroll. when you go into your games, it looks something like this. Really nice, really beautiful. This is definitely in my top 10 themes for sure. Actually, the reason I don't like this theme is because it is so popular. You know, like you don't like a theme because everyone, you know, when I see people showing their themes, that everyone is using that theme. So I feel like, oh man, I gotta like something that no one else likes. So it actually loses points because it's so popular. Or like the retro Rama is also really popular, but I see way less people rocking it, even though it's a beautiful, beautiful theme. And then with this new theme, why I'm making this video here is to show off the latest, that you have 3 options. So now this is also horizontal scroll, left to right. I'm going left to right here. But it's full screen and you don't see that little horizontal bar. You can see a lot more games when you're in the system menu, and it just looks different. When you go from side to side, it looks like you're reading a book or a comic book. Really nice. And then lastly, where I'm going to end it is just showing you this new theme that will be out next week. And the biggest difference being it was initially in a track mode theme, so it can move up. It's a vertical scroll, has a couple other cool things that you got. Harrison Hack says, I'm using this as in track mode on my personal build for my son. He loves it. Yeah, I can see why this would be great for a track mode, but because it's EmulationStation, you can still do select and jump to letters, which is really nice. You got a lot of options. So it's vertical scroll. You got your Cuphead, really nice. And your collections, really nice animated, looks like a comic book. And when you go in, you can see you got the videos in the upper right instead of kind of to the left a little bit. Metadata is there. And you can only see about 10 games at once on the left side here. But you can see that's a much larger font with a lot more spacing. So if you're putting this on a big TV or you're looking at this from far away or on a small screen, this theme might actually be better for you from a visual aesthetic standpoint. Harrison, Drew's in my top 10 YouTubers, but I can't like all the popular YouTubers, so I can't like you anymore. Hey, man, that's that is true. That's my rationale here, totally. But that's just how I am with a lot of things. You know, yeah. I never said I made sense, okay? I like to blabber. All right, so with that, wanted to share that with you. Appreciate you all for tuning in. You want to go to this one. Yeah, there we go. There you go. Oh, there it is. Cool. So, thank you all for checking this one out. Good stuff. And I'm not in my underwear, as everyone thinks. Virtual Man, thanks for stopping by. Like I said, I got your thing. It probably won't be done though until like Monday or Tuesday, but I'm looking forward to checking out your 128. Brian, thanks for coming in. Death Row. Drew, you're an expert shed builder. Hey man, look at that video. That video already has over 1,000 views, man. I'm telling you, people need help building sheds. They need help with RetroPie, and they need help building sheds. Trust me, you're going to get a lot more weird videos. I got a video dropping soon on my action camera, and I've got a video dropping soon on this chair that I'm excited to share with you all. It's a half ball chair, and I'm working out my core. This is my New Year. I don't actually have like a fitness New Year's resolution, but I sit down a lot, and supposedly this is good for your posture and your core, and it was 50% off Amazon the other day, so I went for it. So you'll see my chair review soon, and then you can say Drew is the master chair reviewer. Harrison Hacks, thanks for coming in. If you guys haven't checked out his channel, check it out. He's making some cool ported stuff. Jason Stevens, I just tried to rewind and watch that part again. Oh, I'm glad I'm a source of entertainment for you guys. Country Cletus, you had a dip. All right, buddy. Maybe you're watching the rerun. Appreciate you. You're always in here, one of the first guys. Thanks, buddy. I've had a lot of issues with my piracy, and like the images in the themes not loading and stuff, kind of strange. Yeah, I find like if you have an image with a lot of themes pre-installed, it starts to tweak out on you. You get a lot of white screens, things like that. but you also want to check your VRAM, what I was showing you earlier, because the VRAM could be the reason it's not quite loading quick enough. Is the RAM it doesn't have enough memory to load when you're scrolling quickly. So keep that in mind. That might be the reason why. Yes, is this already out yet, or is it coming soon? It's coming soon. This is Dwayne Hurst's build, by the way. You can. Am I getting his name right? Dwayne? Yeah, okay. I always forget him and David Marty. I mix up. Yeah, I thought I called him David for a second. So this is from his words exactly. This was one of my. I made this theme last year. He said I just only made it for a track mode. I recently ported it over. Had some help with David Marty. He said I don't think it competes with the other comic book themes. I agree with that. And he's like, might as well use it since it's already been built. So right on to him. He's like, it's in the coming days, I'll submit a request to add it to EmulationStation. So he has to submit a request to the RetroPie people. The RetroPie people then have to process that request, and then it goes on to the RetroPie menu, as I was showing you earlier. So that that whole process is like up in the air. It's like when does he submits it, and then there's like one person that has to do something, then another person has to do something. So it could, like I said, early next week would be good. It could be late next week. The original comic book is still the best theme ever. See, Roy, he said that. See, I think a lot of people think that. This front end isn't suited to be comic style, a good effort, but it comes off as just cheap. Okay, well, each person, each to his own. You know, that's why we have over 80 themes available. And I mean, you can't please everyone, right? Sorry to hear, Edwin. Hey, Cletus, I got to go with a used head with my F250. Okay. It's Dreamcast fully operational. I don't know what you mean by that. We have Rycast, which is an emulator. Do all the games work on the Raspberry Pi? No. Rycast as an emulator, though, does support the majority of the Dreamcast catalog, although not necessarily on the Raspberry Pi. The hardware is the limiting factor, not the emulation, not the software side. Eric says, that is nice. Thanks, buddy. JMR, it's who you know. That's what it is. It's not what you know, it's who you know. I think it's a little bit of both. Barron's Lumber, what's up? I think that's everyone. Hope you guys are enjoying your Saturday. I just found out I need to get a new radiator for my car, but I found one on Amazon for cheap. So maybe I'll make a video about that. You're going to see the radiator video next. Got a lot of videos coming up, so enjoy. And they're not always going to be Pi related, but if they're not and you guys aren't interested, just skip along. But if you want to support me, you'll just click. You'll click a thumbs up, and then you'll move on, right? You're just like, you know what, Drew? I don't necessarily like this content, but good for you. I'm going to wait for your next RetroPie, your Pi video. What's up, RC from the NYC? You made it. Yeah, I heard it's really cold and snowy other places in the world. We had a really rainy day yesterday, and then today it's beautiful. It's like I can see out my window here. Awesome, awesome, awesome stuff. We'll have to call you Quad Core Drew. Yeah, you will. Sunday over here. Okay, sorry guys. Some of you in other countries, you already are on the next day. Hungry? Eat some pie. All right, guys. With that, appreciate you. More videos coming out. More stuff. More themes. More images. If you missed my portable pie video earlier today, it's really cool. This is it. I still have it in the enclosure. I mean, there's a lot of choices and screens out there. And just so you guys know, like Banggood did send me the screen for free. But basically with Banggood, the way it works is they give me like one free item a month. And I just go through their website and I try to find one that I think you guys would all like. And so this one I liked because I was watching other videos on 3.5-inch screens and they sucked. And I was like, and then I started reading in RetroPie and everyone was saying, well, it's because of their refresh rate. They're really only made for Pixel, or they're like a touch screen and they're made for the desktop app. And I was like, my viewers don't care about that. They want, portable retro gaming. So I picked up this thinking that it would do that. And as you guys saw, it did that pretty good. So nice, inexpensive little portable thing. It's pretty cool. Not sure if I'm going to give it away or whatnot yet, but I'm sure I'll do something with it soon if you guys missed that. All right, guys. So with that, I'm going to take off. I got some things to do. If you missed my last stream, my dog got skunked. So this dog has been eating a lot. She's sleeping right here. This dog has been You guys could come check her out. She's been a lot of time consumed over here, but she's doing better little by little. If you've never had a skunk before, take out, skunk your dog. It's not a fun thing, but you can see how clean she is now, at least. Right? Right. Okay. See you guys later. Have a good evening. Catch ya on the next one.